Margaret.
Morning, Neil.
How's your little dolly?
She's fine, thank you.
How old is she? How old is she, Norma?
Myself and Norma was 64 last week, Neil.
How do you know that she's not even older than you? Was it something that you got from Santa Claus?
She could be older than me, all right, Neil. But we celebrate our birthdays together.
What a response we got last week to little dolls, Crawley dolls, Native American Indian dolls, people with teddy bears, those that liked and didn't like, and those that got them either from Green Shield stamps or from coupons on a Daz box. Was yours one of those?
No, Neil. My story is very simple now. My Uncle Ned, the light of heaven to him, the day I was born in 15 Fairfield Road, Spartanry, in my grandmother's house, which my Uncle Tony and Auntie Frances still live there.
Lovely.
My Uncle Ned came over. We were living in Vicar Street, and my mother was taken unexpectedly, so I came quickly. So Uncle Ned decided to come up Barrack Street, up to Vicar Street to get some stuff for my mother. Stopped in Sean Healy's shop at Barrack Street, saw Norma in the window, and went in and bought her for 2 shillings.
Sean Healy's shop in Barrack Street.
And Barrack
was
Street.
that what kind of it? Was it a toy shop?
It's my wonderful best friend, Breda Toomey, who has a shop on Barrack Street. It is just above her. He sold toys, newspapers, sweets, ribbons for your hair, you name it.
Everything.
Sean Healy had it.
One of those shops where you could get anything in it.
You said it. Milk, if you ran out of milk. Anything at all you could buy.
And forgive me now, but is the shop still there?
Oh, it's gone long ago, Neil.
Now.
Gone long ago. Myself and Breda often reminisce about it, but it's gone long ago.
Did you love going in there as a child?
Oh, Neil, you go in there for the ribbons, and you go in there for the scraps. You know the scraps you'd have for your book?
I remember the girls collecting the scraps. We were doing the glassy alleys at the same time, or dinkies, or cowboys and Indians.
Yeah, or the dinky. He had, you know, you come up and down Barrack Street. As I said, we lived in Vicar Street. We live in Paula just now. But we passed up Barrack Street, and Sean Healy's shop, with a big window, you'd be just drawn to it, Neil. You just draw to the shop.
You often wonder how they managed to cram so much stock in there and how they managed to sell all of the different things. I imagine it also had cakes and maybe a slab of ice cream with the wafers or the big block of cheese up on the counter kind of stuff.
Oh, and my mother was...
The cooked ham.
My mother is actually... My mother, she's 85, she lives here next door to me. She's actually getting her second injection tomorrow, thank God.
Good.
But my mother, she'd march you in there, Neil. I had very long hair. And my mother would march you in there. Christmas for your red ribbon and Patrick's Day for your green ribbon.
And would that shop have had a little book for people they'd buy on credit and they'd pay at the end of the week kind of thing, a little books?
I'd say for the toys, Neil. You put the toys away, we'd say for Christmas. And you could pay, we say, 5p a week, 1 shilling a week, whatever. But I'd say it was only for the toys, really.
Yeah, and would you get a little gift at Christmas time? Maybe a little cake or something?
No, my mother was a fabulous baker.
No, but I know that people who frequented their own little shop back in the day would get a gift from the shopkeeper at Christmas time, depending. No. The gift would depend how much you spent, I was told, you know?
No need. You'd always get a red ribbon.
Red ribbon. Right, okay.
A red ribbon. That is true. My father used to send us over for the Echo. And we'd get the Echo over there every day. And my uncle, Ned, the light of heaven to know, that bought Norma first day. And if he came home from England, we get him the Examiner, and you get a red ribbon at Christmas.
So Norma is in good condition, good nick, is she?
She's a rubber doll, Neil. God love us, she's a rubber doll. She is an ugly looking doll, if you like, but she's my doll. If you know what I mean.
How's she ugly? What's ugly about her?
She kind of like she's rubber. And when I was born, when I was a couple of months old, I bit off one of her fingers. My poor grandmother had to put her hand back my throat because the finger was going back the throat. But she's a hand. No one has interest in the doll, Neil. I have 2 boys, myself, Gerard and Jonathan. No interest whatsoever. So I told John, my husband, Norma and I came into the world together. We're going over the world.
Are you really going to be buried with the doll?
Oh, yes. She is being buried with me, Neil.
Nobody wants to. You can't hand it on to anybody. Nobody's interested in an ugly 4-finger doll.
I have 2 granddaughters and a grandson. Megan and Lily have no interest whatsoever in the doll. Megan thinks she's the ugliest thing she's ever saw in life. And Billy, all he wants is a hurley and ball. So he's not one bit interested in her.
And are you going to be buried or cremated, have you decided?
I tell you, Neil, I'm being cremated. And myself, John, my husband knows, myself and Norma are being cremated. We're being burned, Neil. And our ashes are being spread over the water below in Ballybunion.
Is that right? Is that where you went as a child, Ballybunion?
No, that's where I have the mobile home. You were to come to see me last year.
I was to come to see you last year.
You are. You're in Ballybunion with me every year sitting on the deck.
Oh, well, I don't know about this. Are you optimistic about this summer in Ballybunion?
Oh, please God, Neil, please God. I'm on lockdown here for the past 12 months because I haven't been well. I had a major operation.
Oh.
But I'm getting there. Forget about that. But
and do you talk to Norma, do you?
Oh, yeah, no. You gave us the memories there last week, so she was stitched out of the drawer. She's up going to bed now at the moment.
Ah, yeah. Well, at least last week I got a doll out of a drawer, which can't be a bad thing.
Oh, God help us, you did.
So poor old Norma, whether she likes it or not, is going to be cremated with you.
And it was my aunt Nige, that lived at home, my grandmother. She was married into Marilyn Monroe, and that's how she got the name Norma Jean Baker. Like christened her Norma, and Norma stuck to her.
All right. Listen, the next time you talk to me, let it be from the mobile home in Ballybunion, all right?
By God it will, Neil. By God it will.
Neil Prendeville, the voice of Cork. Weekdays 9 to 12. Cork's Red FM.